Hello and welcome back. This is still Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. So remember I said that we had a very special guest in the building. That person is here. So basically, there is a new movie in town, people, titled Breadedlife. It is about an irresponsible young man in conflict with his mother. Wakes up one day and to his surprise, no one knows and can recognize him basically, except for a local bread seller. Like how comfortable. And obviously, this thing becomes like a mind-boggling experience for both the actors and really the viewers, making this movie an eye-looking one. And it has cast like Bimbo, Ademoye, Bisola, Ayola, Bolale, Ninaoluwa. These names are giving me headaches. Jide Kosoko, MC Lively, Shei Awolowo, Timini Egbuson, Tina Umba, and it would definitely be worth the penny. And on top of it all, we have one of the talented acts in the house. So obviously, you can do a guess game from the names I just mentioned. This person was born June 10. I'll just reserve their year just for them. And it's a Nigerian actor, producer, and digital creator. He studied psychology in University of Lagos and graduated in the year of 2011, so he's not a small boy. He started his acting career in 2010 on Mnet. So I've given you this thing already. If you're not shouting the name on your seats, then I don't know. You don't. Okay, but so fast forward to 2020 AMVCA Awards. He basically bagged the bragging rights to become the best actor of last year. And in the elevator, baby. So please welcome with me, Timini. Hi.
Hey, welcome.
Best actor. Sorry. Should we just leave the table for you?
No, I mean, I'll sign an autograph for you.
Congratulations on that, by the way. Let's start with that. Did you think that you were gonna?
I was very, it's a funny story because like I remember going from hustling to get invites to the AMVCAs to finally getting invites and sitting at the back to finally maybe find farms in my way to the front seat and then getting nominated. So when I got nominated, and I always used to tell myself that like, bruh, even if at that time people were not giving me roles, I always used to tell myself that, bruh, this award, this stage, you can climb on. So when I got nominated, I didn't step back. I feel like everybody else in my category, because there were strong people in my category, but I feel like everybody else in my category was kind of like laid back about it, like, me, I did vote. I was campaigning like I was trying to be president. And, it's a Viewer's Choice Award, and I feel like I did have one of the best, strongest performances of last year in Elevator Baby, so it was only right that I won it, and all I do is win.
So
Vibes.
what if they didn't give you that award? How would you feel?
I'll have taken my L now. Like I literally already stood outside when I knew they wanted to call my category. I was just outside like, and then somebody said, go back and say they're about to call your category. I'm like, mind your business. I'm trying to run away.
Okay, but I'm guessing you won't take it to social media and then rant or call anybody.
No, I'll never do that. I feel like that's kind of like very irresponsible.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So now there's Breadedlife. I mean, it's good vibes. I know. I saw it. Breadedlife is a very interesting movie. But before we even go into the proper details of this movie, why do you keep getting irresponsible boy roles?
So now it's so funny that people ask that because my resume is actually quite large. I've been in maybe like 70 movies. So the ones that you've watched are the ones that I played in Responsible Boy. So now my question to you is, why are you always watching the movies that I play responsible?
Or maybe,
is that what you're into?
Maybe to me, maybe it's because you look like an irresponsible person. So then like it registers in my head like, this is supposed to be.
Ask you, are you irresponsible?
I am not. I'm actually very responsible. I'm a very responsible 33-year-old Biden citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay. And I believe that, I do everything in moderation.
Okay. All right, okay. Yeah.
When you got the script for this movie, were you in love with it immediately? Like, this.
I'm always looking for. I'm an actor for hire. So whatever you give me, I'll go act on. Do you understand? Because I need to pay my rent. But as I'm acting, sometimes I'm always just praying that God, give me that script. Just give me that script that used to remind them that I'm the baddest in Africa. So not every script would give you the opportunity to do that. So, but when I saw the Breadedlife script, I said, yes, this is it. This is the second AMVCA. Like this is what we're talking about, because the script made me go there. And when I now obviously remember that it was Biodun Stevens that was directing, and she wrote the story. That woman Sabi write romance. I was now really excited, and that's why I put in all my my hands and my feet into it.
Okay, so there is a very, I'm going to call it flimsy conversation, but it's pretty popular, so I want you to help us, either call it myth or not. But I've heard that people would get scripts as actors or actresses, right? And then they like the movie, they like the story, whatever. But then when they see the actors or the other characters that have been, auditioned or been given the roles and stuff, casted is the word. Yes, they now feel like, that person's not up to my level, so then you like undo your attachment to that. Does that actually happen?
I think I've heard that some actors do that, but my own approach into like the industry and acting is way different. I'm trying to work with everybody, regardless. And another thing that when people say they want to have chemistry tests to see if these actors, I don't need no chemistry test. You get me? Like it's the work, you know. So you study the person's character or whatever you heard about the person, and then you decide to break this person and make this person feel comfortable. So no matter how it is, I know that it's my work, so that I look good. We have to be cool. So that whole chemistry building is something that comes very naturally to me, regardless of who I work with. That's why anybody I play love interest with, you start to hear, are they really like, they start to try to ship us.
Because you give the real...
Yeah, you know, I bring the love, you know, like if they
yeah, maybe you're just on a shower, that's it.
Maybe, you know,
maybe that's just what it is.
I mean,
if that's a selling point, I mean.
So yeah, it's official. I shall wait.
Basically.
That's it. So do you turn down any script at all? Did I bring some scripts in like, you know what, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I want to do this. I don't want to associate my brand to this kind of script. Do you do that?
The script has to be really bad. The script has to be really bad. It has happened a few times. Because sometimes I see the script, and most of the reasons why I turn it down is that it's always overly westernized. And then I've been here for 11 years, so I know how we shoot. So when I look at the script, and I look at how we shoot, and I look at who's shooting, and I try and merge this together, I'm just like, don't gonna give me a superhero script where I'm flying across the Yaba. I'm gonna look stupid.
Right, okay. Breadedlife now. Did you have to do anything out of the ordinary to prepare for that role?
Yes, I actually had to do a bunch of things. I skinned my hair because I didn't want people to see Timini when they were watching Sumi Smart Cole, who's the character that I played. I went into like the hoods, the Zanga, the Lungus. I wanted to really see how these guys live. You know, it's very annoying when you see somebody acting like a street boy, but then he's using all the wrong slangs. I was like, who be this guy? Come over here, you know. So I basically made sure that I went into that like zone and I put myself and I immersed myself so that I could understand what they actually go through. When you watch this film, if you don't watch it, you're cancelled. Let me just let you know now. Period.
We're watching it.
We have no choice, really. Basically, when, not if, when we watch it.
When you watch this film, you would understand that like there were some emotions that you see. You will literally people at the cinema screening. People were crying.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Timini, you guys, can you say cuts, please? Timini is suffering, like, you know. And I'm like, guy, you know, I went there and I needed to know what it is. You know, these are guys that literally are looking for 300 naira, not because they want to, you know, buy whatever you might want to buy. I'm sure you don't have anything that you buy that's 300 naira. These guys are looking for 300 naira because that's where their next meal is coming from.
300 naira.
Zika.
How much is gala?
Sausage
15
is
naira.
300 naira now.
Gala
is
100 naira. No,
this one, yeah, full
I'm not actually. I'm not. I'm a thug with an accent. I believe. I'm straight in the heart.
I want to say the thug.
Okay, but I've heard this before, right? That sometimes the cast vibe, when you're really lucky, has a lot to do with it. So Sugar Rush now, for example, people gave a lot of criticisms about the movie, but they felt like the characters legit bonded, and that had something to do with how fun the movie is. Now, I haven't seen Breadedlife, but even the trailer looks like it gives me good feelings, very, you know, go-lucky type vibes. Was there that kind of genuine bond between you guys on set?
There was, 100%. But, you know, obviously, I was lead character, but I had scenes with Bimbo. Yeah. Everything perfect. You get me? Like, that girl, she's a mad woman. And then I had scenes with my mom, Tina and Ba, MC, like, everybody. For me, energy is very key. Like, if the energy is off, like, we'll probably not even be able to shoot. Like, that's how it is. Like, so I made sure, and it wasn't even a thing where I now had to make sure. It was so natural because, like, everybody, we've all worked together before. We all respected each other's talents. We all knew that, like, we all deserved to be where we were. So there was nobody forming or carrying shoulder or anything like that. You know, nobody can really carry shoulder for me. I'm best acting actor still, like what you said.
I mean,
fuck your...
Right,
yeah, we can't use that word on TV. Well, you see, I like that. That's another reason why I suspect that they keep on, no offense to people, I feel like they keep on shuffling you people a lot. Like, Timini, you've been squeezed.
Imagine that.
In this industry.
I'm earning. You people are saying I'm being so I should not. They should not.
No, I mean,
squeeze me.
earn now, but like
Exactly now. Anybody that says that person is a enemy of progress. Maybe they know I am.
Wait, see now there's space for
Is
everybody.
your brother an actor?
No, but they see there's
your boyfriend an actor?
No.
Okay.
But see, listen, and where's the boyfriend? But first of all, wait. I want to ask you a very serious question. But you see, there can be a lot of movies, right? Like a lot. But it seems like what happens in the movie industry. Timini, you do Elevator Baby, it blows, it swells. Then no, we're gonna get Timini to do Elevator Boy, and I don't mean what I'm saying is that they just give you one like makeshift look-alike role of that one, and then you stay in that throughout. Like, why can't I see you in doing Babalawo or
what
like,
I'll tell you for a fact now,
like Power Rangers or something?
What I'll tell you is, so basically, I have this hashtag Watch Timini. So for people like you that are not really, you might know me, but you're clearly not like into like the brand. Watch Timini has all the movies. I have 25 movies coming out. You get like, there's movies I've done, bare movies. I've done The Photographer, I've done Poor, I've done Rich, I've done Street. You know, Mogeto, I was a Yahoo boy that was literally broke. You get me? Like, I've done all of these different things. So I feel like I need to do more work to letting the public know that there's more work out there. But the ones that you guys talk about are the best work. And for the best work, right, they want the best actor. It's not more rocket science. If you're a producer, you want the best actor. Yeah, so it's not about, So wait. What are
you trying to say is that you're the best thing after fried rice? And if it's not you, then like nobody else can do it.
If they can afford anybody.
Timini,
no, I feel like, no.
Please, where are the male actors in Nollywood? Are you watching this interview? Can you come and drag this man with me? Because
you're about to say something. If they can't afford.
We're going to go for a tea break right now. No, but like Z-Cap, like I feel like there's not a lot. There's, Brad Pitt. Give me another name. Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Like these are the guys that they call. The period. That's the guys that they call when it's time to do it. When it's time to do the big work. And I am opportunity to be one of those guys that they call. And I've earned my spot because I've been not the guy that we're calling for the past 11 years. And now that I've done all of this work that has brought me here, let me enjoy it. And the annoying thing is that I'm not going anywhere. So like, you see the way RMD is like that now, that people say, daddy, you can.
He's everybody's daddy.
Think about a daddy. Think about a daddy. Have a story now. Think about a daddy that is going to kill it, come with swag. You cannot call 5 names without calling RMD.
Yeah.
And that's the same way it is with Timini.
Okay. All right. So do you think that has something to do with your sister? Because I have to bring that in.
No, honestly, I don't think so. But I don't despise the fact that yes, she gave me an upper, like a pull up, like Timini. Don't do this. Don't do that one. You get me? But that's what it is. You use what you have to take you to the next level.
Okay. I want to know now because 11 years is a long time. And that's obviously consistency. So did you always know from psychology, which has something to do with theatre arts or anything like that, did you always know from a young age that this is actually what you wanted to do? That one day I'll be sitting here chilling, putting my own horn, basically?
I didn't. I actually always just thought that I would be in advertising or marketing or branding or something that has to do with like strategic thinking because my mind is crazy. But after uni, when I started working, I realized that I wasn't really happy. And then I mistakenly... I used to follow my sister on sets because she's still one of the biggest actors in Africa for 25 years. Yeah. Woo, this Egbuson family, what?
It's getting hot. Let's just leave the show. I think Timini can handle this entire table by himself.
So I kind of like stumbled on set and I see like they were having fun, laughing, vibing. Getting the lines didn't seem like a problem for me because I have a very good retentive memory. So I just said, let me try. And I told her, D, let me act. She said, no, there's no money in it. Bro, you already like ONTM, and Thomas Pink. There's no bar. I was like, don't worry, sis. Like, don't worry. And I say that, like, one thing that actually played a very huge role for me, a huge motivational role for me is that, like, is them Burna and them Wizkid and them David and all that because the music industry wasn't always like this. And when I started acting, all the correct Lagos boys, which I was because one of the baddest guys, still. All of them, nobody would ever think about acting. Everybody would just maybe think about music. So I'm just like, my circle is not represented in Nollywood. Why don't I just stick it through? It will probably be slow for the first few years, but eventually. Because I know that we all exist and I'm a face that people can relate to.
Yeah,
and that's why when people see the fan base, they don't understand because the fan base is not just coming from he's an actor. It's coming from before he was an actor.
Absolutely.
This is Timini that we know, and this is one of us that is now in this industry. Let's support him. And that's the same way I'm hoping that all of them support Breadedlife.
So your sister said there's no money in it. What about now? What do you think?
Bruh, Look at me, come on.
His perfume, guys, let me just tell you, because you can't see that on TV. His perfume came before him. Before he entered the show, I already knew that.
If like someone like me or someone out there says like, you know what, I think I want to be like this guy, or maybe not be like, maybe be better than you. I want to go through.
You tell it's not possible,
right? I want to go. Exactly, that's what I mean. So I want to be an actor. Would you advise him or her like, you know what, go all out and do this?
Now, one of the reasons why I feel like God placed me in Nollywood is because I'm here to motivate people. There's this stupid misconception that like, and I blame other actors as well for it, like male actors in particular. There's this misconception where everybody's just like, there's no bar. Like everybody's just modest, you know, and it's show business, you know, like you need to motivate people. If people think that there's no money in it, they'll go do something else. You know?
Right.
So it's your work. Even if I did drink Gary, you still, you know, let's see. I need you guys to come in. There's a lot of good stories coming in. There's a void of like new faces, actors, and then there's also this thing there. People are discouraged because like they don't cast new people. My movie, one of my movies I just left the cinema, Ponzi. The lead character Uzoma was basically the lead, and she's a new actress. She started off from Sugar Like. So there's always opportunities for new people. So don't be discouraged thinking they only give people they know. Because if you don't try, how are you gonna know? So come in. There's bar. You know, you try and create a name for yourself. With the name that you create for yourself, you can open you up to other, you know, sources of income, like influencing, like ambassadorial deals for companies.
Okay, so I like that you mentioned showbiz, because I think that's the flip side of the business side, which you seem to be doing really well. Now, showbiz also includes like social media and just like the craze of that. And it seems like your brand is not very far from that. You and Twitter, is 5 and 6. Do you think, and I know there's so many, I can't keep up really, but I feel like it's just natural being an actor and everything. But do you think that sometimes either makes or mars your progress?
No, I feel like it definitely, I feel like nothing can mar my progress because like at the end of the day, you know, be anybody who puts me there, do you get me? Like, I feel like it's part of it. What I have, I post something, they pay me XYZ amount. You post something. Not you, I mean.
Actually,
they don't pay you.
They pay you zero. So when I now do something and they're abusing me, if you did something, they won't abuse. When they're abusing me, that abuse or that dragging in the gutter is part of the, you know, the extra that comes with me putting myself on this whole mountain saying, look at me.
But is there not anything though that you're like, oh, guys, this is so not me, or this is far from me, or this is, you know, it makes me uncomfortable that there's this kind of perception about me that's really flying around? Is there
no, I feel like at the beginning I used to do that. At the beginning I used to search my name on Twitter, not my handle, just search my name and see what people are saying. But like now I just think about it, I'm like, these guys know me, I don't even know them. Do you get, like that's the same way like back in the day I would say, I don't like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is a god though, because where I won't see him. So the way I used to look at Lil Wayne is the way these people are looking at me out there having conversations. It's a blessing. It's actually a blessing. Like, so I don't take it for granted. Whatever it is they're saying, good or bad, do you understand?
You should enjoy it.
They are watching today.
Okay, so we're running out of time, but let's go back to Breadedlife really quickly. I mean, there's a lot of movies. Nigerians are not joking around. We haven't really been joking around with churning out movies and all of that. But why should we watch this one?
I feel like you should watch it because it's a great story. It's a great story that now has great acting and now has beautiful cinematography. It's also an opportunity for you to really support Nollywood. It's also an opportunity. I don't want people that watch Nollywood normally. I'm not really talking to you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm really trying to be specifically targeting people that don't watch Nollywood. We need you guys. No, don't worry. You're going to watch this film. We need you guys, let me just look at you directly. We need you guys to understand that like the industry cannot grow if you keep on bashing it and just, you know, watching a trailer and then from the trailer saying, see this, no. Because you might think you're helping, but you're not helping me. You're opening up a bigger industry that your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad might fall in. You know, so if the industry dies, that's all those thousands and millions of jobs gone. So please support the industry, support me so that I can keep looking.
Okay, but for me, if you're going to convince me, I mean, I'm tilting there, but if you're going to convince me, be about the quality of everything else behind the scenes that nobody sees. Do you think that people took enough time with this project to do the needful? And I'm talking like storyline, dialogue, you know, proper directing and all of that. And mention names, like who are the people that are behind the scenes that we haven't mentioned?
Tara, first of all, who is my EP. You know, what people don't understand is when we're shooting Breadedlife, that was NSAS, bro, like, but we're shooting on the mainland.
Wow.
I lost the crew. The crew lost me. I was stuck. I had to be in a hotel. I was there for 3 days alone. They couldn't get food to me. I couldn't leave the estate because I was hearing gunshots. Like, there's things that we go through that people don't see. And like, there was NSAS, there was pandemic, there was this, there was like, sometimes it's like, bro, I was there carrying cement in the market, almost dying. And then you guys will still not see the film. Why?
Okay, let's start watching on Nigerians, please. Let's go. It's weekend, actually. It's Friday. Anyway, guys, that's a perfect way to end the show. But thank you so much for watching. We don't have any more time. Join the conversation on social media with the hashtag #TeaTime or tweet at us at PlusTvAfrica. Remember that you can catch up on all of our previous episodes, including this one, and all of our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica. You can also watch Tea Time on RTTV and in London on Ben Television. A big thank you out to my co-anchor Miles for keeping it jiggy, and my special guest, Timini. Thank you so much for coming, and of course the entire production team. My name remains Ifelma, your favorite, I know. Have a good weekend. Bye.